Hey, what's up everyone? Commanderman456 here today, presenting to all a new episode of Smash Sundays. As for this video, I'm going to be fighting against my good friend Stylesx2, who is also a YouTuber and a Megaman main. So make sure to go check him out. And you're probably thinking, wait, this is definitely not Megaman. This is another character from Capcom, Kobe. You're so stupid. Well, he actually has quite a few characters in his arsenal. He's got himself a Ryu, along with Megaman, Mewtwo, and Sonic. Though, we're not about to do that Sonic Ditto because that's just cancerous in so many ways. Like, a disease is likely to spread, you know? You think about it, like, I mean, with Sonic, you just got balls just flying all over the place. When you let your balls get around like that, something is likely to happen. Something disease-ridden is about to happen. And that's basically the best analogy I have for the Sonic Ditto matchup, so... Even if I saw him pull out Sonic, I would have just suicided. Anyway, though, enough jokes. Yeah, so my Sonic, I've been working on it a bit more, you know, trying to perfect jab blocks and whatnot. And one thing I've been actually trying to do recently is try to do, you know, up air fast fall approach. As it's actually quite broken. I've mentioned that a couple of times. It's really, really good if you do fast fall up air into jab. And I've been trying to use that as an approach more for different things. Also been working on my perfect shielding a little bit more. I do need to work on techs when it comes to online and all that stuff because it's a little bit harder to do. But anyway, this man's Ryu is actually pretty solid. You know, it's not the best, but it's pretty solid. You know, you can definitely tell he's put some work into it. One thing I did learn about Ryu is his AB is frame 1. Like, what? How's that? Dude, when I heard that, I was just like, where is the rope? I need to lynch myself right now because a frame 1 move that strong should not exist. And then not only that, I believe from frame 3 to frame 6 or something like that, it has invincibility. Like, no, you need to go, Ryu. That's right. I'm about to WWE backflip you out of here right now because you don't belong here. Anyway, though, yeah, it's pretty scary because Ryu has a couple of moves that, you know, take a long time to charge and whatnot, or, you know, they have a lot of startup, but then they have no lag or cooldown whatsoever, or it's very minimal, so then they can just basically do up B out of, up B out of that move or out of shield. And considering Sonic is a character that, you know, is supposed to bait and punish and whatnot, if you run into him after he finishes one of his moves or whatever, because it doesn't have much cooldown, you can just do up B right in your face and then bop, you're dead. So it's you got to be really, really careful with this matchup. Basically, you only want to punish Ryu when he actually does something that's technically unsafe on shield or something like that. So like, say a back air, if he misspaces it to where it doesn't push him far enough so that, you know, you can't really punish him or grab him or whatever, but he actually does it like directly onto your shield and lands right there. Well then, yeah, you can punish that and get yourself, you know, some damage on him. But you never want to go too aggressive, because see there, look at that. You know, he just charges forward smash. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna punish this, but no, I get bopped right in the face with an invincible up B. That's deadly too, not to mention. Jesus Christ. This stuff kills. If this man has rage, it'll kill it around like 60%. If he doesn't have rage, it'll kill it around like 80%, something like that, for a light character like this. So, because Sonic, while he is, you know, not the lightest or whatever, he's kind of lighter for a middleweight. So right here what I did was, because he was actually doing the focus attack, I did the up air. You know, he powered through that, so what I did was I just covered, you know, the parts where he isn't super armored and did a neutral air, so that helped out a lot. Right now I'm actually making a pretty decent comeback. At first he had a lead, definitely, but right now pretty good so far. But I'm really nervous here. I don't want to do anything too rash. I don't want to get stage spiked. I don't want to get hit by just the tip, and then because of that I accidentally don't let my jump come out before I do my down air, and I suicide. So there you go, Styles, you get yourself the first game. God dang it. But then I was like, alright, you know what? I'm beating your character. So, you know, Styles was pretty lit when we were recording this, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna join you, fam. So, we were actually like really into this. Our matches were like super intense. We were concentrating and whatnot. There was definitely a lot of very X-rated, or not X-rated, but like R-rated, you know, commentary and whatnot. So, I don't know, maybe I'll do a Smash Sundays where I do a live commentary and I won't have it censored or anything like that. I usually keep it censored because a lot of kids actually ask me to do this series, so, you know, think of them. Anyway, though, right now I'm actually doing a pretty good job against his Ryu. So, like I was saying, you know, you kind of want to punish. Dang, look at that. I almost got him with that. I should have charged it up a little bit, and then I would have nailed him and probably killed him there. Like I was saying, with Ryu, you just kind of want to wait for him to do something really, really unsafe, or perfect shield something. When you perfect shield something, you have more of a chance to actually punish him, because then it gives him a little bit of cooldown and lag and whatnot. You can act out faster from a perfect shield, I think. Right there, I got a jab lock with the spring. Sadly, I wasn't really able to get too much out of it because I didn't expect it to happen. And I was facing the other way too, so if I did down air, I wouldn't have really gotten too much out of it. But, alright, so yeah, right now just trying to add a little bit more damage. Whenever I have the lead and all that stuff, sometimes I'll get aggressive, but then at other times I'm like, if it's a character that's really, really annoying, like this, or someone that can still kill you extremely early and has confirms, then I try to play as safe as possible. So, you know, I don't really do too much camping. You know, some people, I don't know. Some people will just camp with Sonic just to camp, and some people will be aggro with Sonic just to be aggro. And I feel like that's really, really wrong. Like, Sonic is potentially, when I really think about it, he's potentially the best character in the game. This man, it's not even about his moves or anything like that, really, to be honest. It's more so about his mobility being so crazy. Because, like, even though he has some matchups that give him trouble, which I believe Ryu does, and right there, I got myself a nice charged up smash. I just definitely read his jump. But, yeah. What is it? When you play against characters like Ryu or Mewtwo, which we'll be doing in just a second, you know, they give Sonic trouble and whatnot. But the thing is that Sonic's mobility can actually help him win the matchup. It's not entirely impossible. But if we are talking about an impossible matchup, it's definitely this right here. This freaking blue bomber dude right now. So this is Megaman. You know, I can't stand this guy. I mean, he's really awesome to, you know, watch. You know, Kamamushi just going in. And then Stylesx has a good, you know, Megaman as well. But my lord, dude, I feel like I've just been hit up with several different curses all at once, because it's like no matter what you almost do against this man Megaman, he has something to just stuff Sonic. This man, oh my lord, dude, he has the lemons, which stop Sonic, spin dash. They collide with his down B, because that's multi-hit. But then because, oh yeah, by the way, I definitely got, I don't even know what happened there. I thought I had my jump, it didn't come out. And then my tech came out like really, really late to where it was basically just an air dodge. Damn, that was like really, really bad. And right now he's got a pretty solid lead here. So yeah, I'm trying to see if I can make this comeback. Honestly, I highly doubt it because, like I was saying, this is such a hard matchup for Sonic. So it was quite unfortunate that I got an SD. But you know, we aren't playing too serious or anything like that. So right here, I'm just, you know, I'm trying, but at the same time, I'm not really trying. Like right there. I was trying a little bit, but not too much. And then look at this. Sonic Wind! I Sonic Winded right out of the game because this man Megaman just took me for a ride. And, yo, give me some ketchup and some fries with my chili dog while I'm up there. Alright, anyway, jokes aside. When he saw that, he bodied me there. He was like, okay, you know what? You're not ready. I'm like, huh? You bring that Mega Man right back out. He's like, nah, you gotta fight my Mewtwo first. It comes in tiers. First, it's Ryu, then it's Mewtwo, then it's Mega Man. I'm like, wow, this little hoe. Alright, so you know what? What we're gonna do is we're gonna body this man's Mewtwo. Now, like I was saying, Mewtwo, I believe, gives Sonic trouble now. Because Mewtwo has a good projectile. It's really, really hard to side B through it with the invincibility frames. The only person I've been able to see do that super effectively is 6WX. And it was mind-blowing. I tried to do it myself. It's really, really hard. So Shadow Ball stops Sonic. And then another thing, too, his range. His range is crazy. So back then, fighting Mewtwo with Sonic was a joke. It was like one of the biggest jokes ever, because this dude's like, oh man, what that, like, you could be like, oh Mewtwo, what that tail do? But then Sonic's like, look at what my nose do. This man will nose scope Mewtwo with forward air and have more range than freaking Mewtwo's tail. It was crazy. Like, Sonic's little BBN wiener nose, you know. It was just, it outspaced Mewtwo, which was kind of crazy, along with this forward tilt too, them feet. But now, that's definitely not the case anymore. Mewtwo can just clap this man up with a nice little down tilt into forward air, which is frame 4. Think about that for a second. So that's just 1 frame slower than Sheik's forward air. But Sheik's forward air does only like 3% and doesn't kill. This is a kill move, man. Mewtwo's forward air is ridiculous, and then combined with his air dodge being amazing as well, you can just basically, short hop, fake like you're tomahawking, then you're going to do an air dodge, and right as you come out of that air dodge, you know, you're just like reappearing, and then boom, forward air, because it comes out so fast. It's such a fast option. This man was like, what are those? I'm like, oh, these are those Nike Ultra XTs. Leave me alone. This man really just looked at my shoes and was like, what are those? Thinking they were like Curries or something. The Curry Lows. Alright, anyway though, right now, I'm like, dude, I gotta catch up. I have to catch up. I cannot let this man win with his freaking eggplant emoji tail. So, right now, he's just kind of, you know, trying to keep me at bay with Shadow Balls and whatnot. And one thing I do, I don't even try to fight against Shadow Ball at all. I just shield it. I run forward. I hope he's inclined to actually release it, and I just shield it and absorb the hit, because it will absorb it. It'll do a lot of shield damage, but it will absorb it, so keep that in mind. Anyway, this man's trying to flex right now. Styles, get out of here with your MySpace looking ass. Anyway, alright, so holy crap, dude. And then right now he's gonna, Hadouken me right now. Or wait, that's not Hadouken. I don't know, man. Anyway. So right there, what I did was I did down air to cover air dodge and just any other move he had. I didn't try to clap him up with the up air or anything like that. Usually down air is actually a better option, because if you do it just right, it'll either drag them down or it'll send them really, really high. And if you do it really close to the blast zone, you can kill people at like really, really early percents. Like I'd say like maybe 60% you could kill someone with down air if you do it close enough to the blast zone. So that's like Sonic's. You know, people are like, you know, with Zero Suit and all that stuff, they can do the elevator combo and whatnot with up B, or I'm sorry, up air to up B. It's like with Sonic, he can do up air, spring, and then his up air isn't really as strong as his down air at lower percent, so you might as well just do down air, and hopefully it sweet spots it to where it sends them really high and kills them early. But right now, so this man, he's got a fully charged Shadow Ball, which will definitely kill. And then what he did right there was really, really smart. He covered so many options. So I could have just spot dodged it, I could have shielded it, or I could have rolled forward or backwards. If I rolled backwards, you know, he would have missed. But every other option, if I spot dodged, his up smash would have covered the spot dodge. It would have lasted long enough. And then if I rolled forward, he would have still caught me with it. And then if I had just kept shielding too, he would have broken my shield. So it was really, really option coverage there. And I feel like if I had rolled back, I wouldn't have actually been able to punish him. But alright. Anyway though, right now what we are doing is fighting him again, getting that salty run back, because this man was like, I told you, you can't be my Mewtwo, dude. I'm like, wow, you shut up, Styles. So that's when then, you know, we go back to the battlefield, and I'm like, dude, I'm going to beat you, man. You're not going to win this. Like, once I figure out, you know, just a character's weakness and all that stuff, I try to exploit that. So even, well, obviously every player does that, but it's like, you know, it's kind of like whenever you do play a Sonic or whatever, you want to like mix things up. Or whenever you do play Sonic, you want to mix things up, but at the same time, you want to remember in your head the weaknesses of that character. So, you know, with Mewtwo, it's just like, I don't know, I feel like attacking him from behind is really, really good. Attacking him from behind is really, really good. Staying close to him, moderate range is really good as well, because if you say moderate range, where it's like he can't really get too much off his tail or anything like that, then, you know, then he'll be more inclined to do Shadow Balls. But if you're close enough, you know, to where it's like just a nice range between, you know, him not being able to reach you with physical attacks and then him not wanting to actually use, you know, projectiles, then you can just kind of rush in there and punish him for almost any move he has. So that's why I kind of do. Like, see there? I try to, like, get really, really close and just do spin dashes behind him, too, because he has way less options behind him than he does in front of him. You know, he does have back air and all that stuff. And then, you know, you can do, what is it? What is that? What is it? B-reverse, you know, Shadow Ball or whatever. But he doesn't really have that much for behind him. So that's why I usually try to go for, you know, try to hit him with the, you know, them spin dashes. And right there, almost killed him with that up smash. That is how lightweight Mewtwo is. You know, he did get himself a little weight buff and all that stuff, but he still can die pretty early. And I had Rage, and then, you know, I hit him with the strongest hit of that move. If I probably caught him in the actual move, I think it would have killed him. Alright, but right now, dude, I'm just trying to see if I can get like a back air or something like that so I can juice this man. Though, thing is, I went down a little bit too much, and then when I went back up, I did up air, so I wasn't able to get into an animation where I could grab onto ledge. But see there, look at this. Mewtwo is so scary when you're facing in front of him. Another thing, his neutral air is actually really good stuff, Sonic. It just has so much priority and can pretty much carry and stop him, and then, you know, he has footstool combos from neutral air. See there? So usually what I'll do is I'll try and shield that a lot. But, when you're facing in front of him, he's got down tilt, man. And if down tilt is done just right, like right there, look at how much range he has. What he can link it into, man. Mewtwo is crazy. That's why I feel like Mewtwo does give Sonic trouble. The thing is that you use Sonic's mobility with basically any matchup, it's winnable. And it basically makes it 50-50. But like I said, there are just some people, I feel, you know, I can't really say too much because I'm not the best or anything like that. By the way, because I beat his Mewtwo, Styles was like, all right, you know what, it's time to pull out the main. I'm gonna reward you with them. I'm right. That's right. You better. So right now, we're playing on Battlefield. I feel like Battlefield has its pros and cons when you're Sonic against Megaman, because you can use the platforms to get away from his lemons. You can use them to get away from his lemons, though you do have to be more careful about his up airs, his back airs, his forward air, and then, well, I should have just said aerials, but, you know, excuse me. Anyway, though, his aerials you have to be a little bit more careful about. And another thing, too, Sonic's best move against Mega Man kind of has a little bit more trouble hitting him when you have these platforms. So, Sonic, whoa, holy crap, I really almost Sonic winded out of there, for real. So, one thing about Sonic is that he gets really stuffed by this man's projectiles. So what do? You use homing attack, because most of the time, Mega Mans will just spam. Jab into neutral air, and they'll hop backwards and all that stuff. And they basically use that to just wall out Sonics. And then, you know, with his back air and all that stuff, it's like you can't be too close behind him. By the way, I definitely just SD'd there. Really stupid, man. I was hoping that the homing attack would get him, but it didn't. Anyway, though, I bring it back with that nice fully charged forward smash. You know, sometimes you just gotta do reckless things when you have those invincibility frames, because a player isn't really expecting it, so they'll get close to you and all that stuff. They're just kind of trying to wait out the invincibility frames and be like, yeah, I'm gonna punish this man. But that's usually the time when they're most prone to actually getting hit, because they're like, well, you know, I don't know, you're just not gonna do anything too rash or whatever since you're on your new stock, you know, the other person has the lead. But anyway, yeah, homing attack is really good against Mega Man. It's very good for almost every single move he has, because you can press the B button to speed up your homing attack, or you can let it charge up a little bit more and do extra damage and knockback. So, you know, another thing, you can use Mega Man's projectiles against him, so if he actually uses Crash Bomb against you, Sonic is the freaking fastest thing alive. This man will be able to run right back to him. He could do like 3 laps on him and make the bomb still land on Mega Man. That's how fast Sonic is. So that's really good. Also, you can take away Mega Man's what is it, blade, his metal blade, and you can actually just use Spin Dash the entire time, so basically preventing him from using one of his options, which is really good for getting footstool combos and, you know, linking it into other moves, as you're about to see in just a second, right here. Man, screw you! This man's Styles. So what he did was he used the metal blade to, I guess, add shield stun, and because, you know, I'm like, hey, let me go ahead and release it when the metal blade hits me so that then I can just punish him after that metal blade drop. Well, the shield stun still keeps my shield up, and then I mistime it, So then, because I'm not holding on the shield anymore, then I go out of shield, and then he can just up tilt me from there. So pretty good. Anyway, we're on Lylat right now. This is a really, really bad stage for Megaman, so I kind of counterpicked him because of the tilt on this stage. It actually makes it hard for Lemons to hit. You most of the time really have to neutral air into Lemon on this stage because look at the tilt. It'll block out the Lemons if it tilts high enough to do so. And then also we got the platforms here. I like this platform layout too, so it's actually pretty decent for using homing attack here. So I'm hoping I can showcase that. Anyway, I'd say probably Sonic's worst stage against Mega Man are any flat stages, and the smaller stages too. So Smashville could also be kind of problematic for him too, because it gives Sonic less room to run around, less room to get behind Mega Man and punish him. And because of that, it just you just feel like you're going against what is it? Wall Rose, Wall Maria, all that stuff, and you're not the Colossal Titan or the Armored Titan. You're one of those normals. Anyway, I'm coming up with some weird analogies. Anyway, yeah, so like I was saying, Mega Man, really, really good to punish with homing attack, and then also just getting behind him. Like, if you're behind him, he can't stuff you with Lemons. He can get you with back air, so you do have to be careful about that. You have to make sure you space it just right so that when you do get behind him, he can't punish you with that, I believe it's frame 3 back air. And that is really, really strong. It's a kill move. It's definitely one of his strongest moves. So you really, really got to be careful about that. Anyway, right now, get that back air against him. And he's actually kind of making a little bit of a comeback here. You know, at first, I had like 80% on him, and, you know, he had like maybe 20% on me. But right now, I'm actually kind of close into, like, kill range. If he gets, like, a good confirm, like, say, you know, back air or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, if he gets one of his stronger kill moves on me, he can't actually kill me kind of soon right now. But then again, I just realized he doesn't have rage, so that could be a problem. Anyway, bro, oh my god, if I kept shielding there, I would have died. I would have actually died. So I got scared there, and then that's when I fell prey to his Sonic Wind. Right now, though, you know, not too huge of a lead, but a decent one. You know, it's a lead, and we gotta see what we can do to exploit it and get further. So, right here, this man's using the Leaf Shield. Actually really good too, because most of the time Mega Mans are going to shoot out the Leaf Shield and all that stuff. And the animation for that is actually pretty long too, so when they have Leaf Shield, just jump up in the air high enough so that it can't attack you, and then just homing attack, and most of the time you'll be able to land it. This man, I don't know what the heck he's doing. He's just doing way too many Shoryukens, thinking he's Ryu, but no, you're not. I wonder what frame. I think up B, or I'm sorry, up tilt for Mega Man is like frame 4, something like that? I can't recall. Anyway, see here, this man's having a lot of trouble. Also, with the tilt on this stage, it also makes it more difficult for Mega Man to recover because the stage could tilt upwards, and then he's not able to grab onto ledge with his up B. So, yeah, there we go. Knocked him out with that forward smash. Actually a really good lead. And this is where he was like, I want the salty run back. I'm like, okay, but you know what? We're gonna go Final Destination. I don't want you being like, oh, you know, you only beat me because you chose a stage that was bad for me. This is like Sonic's worst stage for him. Like, worst stage against Mega Man because it's flat. He doesn't have anything to run onto or run around. He has to face Mega Man head on. And the way you basically have to get around him, I would say, is by using aerial spin dashes and homing attacks. So see here, I'm just kind of always staying close, and there we go, jab lock for the win. I always stay kind of close so that, you know, like, he can't really get too much or whatever. Like, Mega Man doesn't really get too much off of, you know, fighting Sonic up close or whatever. Honestly, I feel like Mega Man's strength is just keeping Sonic away. So if you stay close or whatever, and you kind of position yourself to be behind him, it's usually way better. And see there, I was in the air, he was shooting off metal blades and lemons, so what I did was homing attack, nailed him. See there? He was in the animation of Leaf Shield, homing attacked him, and there we go, got a hit on him. So it really, in some ways, it's a really, really bad matchup for Sonic, but the thing is that Sonic's mobility makes it way, you know, way less of a pain than it should be. Because, you know, you look at it, and you just see what Mega Man has, what tools he has, And it's like, yeah, he gives Sonic a really, really hard time, but if you're really, really smart with Sonic's mobility to where you're not just being aggressive just to be aggressive, or not being defensive just to be defensive, then you'll go really, really far. That's why I feel like, you know, now people are questioning whether or not Sonic could actually be the best character in the game, or one of them, in top 3. So right there, I used homing attack. I actually let it fully charge. So when you let it fully charge, I believe it does, I don't know how much more knockback it does, but it's significantly increased. So because of that, I was able to kill him at that %. And, you know, that's kind of crazy too, thinking about, because we are using the homing attack a lot to get around this man, and for it to kill, like, we're really getting a lot of mileage off this move. A move that so many people thought was, you know, okay, it was good for mix-ups and all that stuff, but it's actually really good against characters like Megaman, who kind of stay in place to wall someone out, like Sonic. So, see there? Look at that. It also kind of every once in a while will let me go past him or whatever, so then I'll be behind him, and then I can punish him that way. But see there? Look at that. God, lemons are just so annoying. And then sometimes I'll just do like an instant aerial spin dash just to get over everything that he does have, so that, you know, I can kind of see if I can give him a nice reach around or whatever. See there? Look at that. Homing attack again. Alright, he's stuffing me out again. So what am I going to do in just a sec? We'll go behind him. And then, okay. God. He almost killed me there with that. If he had just a little bit more damage and a little bit more rage, he would have gotten me. But alright. So Spring's really good too. Alright, I'm about to use it again. And see there, it didn't hit, but it made me, it put me in a better position, so he wasn't just facing in front of me. And then there we go, ladies and gentlemen. A 2-stock against Stylesx2 in the impossible matchup. Yes! Yo, that's right, man. Yo, Styles, you better put that in the Salt is Real, my boy. Wait a sec! I bodied you all over the place. A freaking, wow. I bodied this man Styles at SmashCon, and he still hasn't added those clips into the, he hasn't added the clips to the Salt is Real. Because they were actually pretty bad. This man low-key tackled me on the bed. I'm like, huh? Dude, get off me. But alright, that's it for this video. So thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, as always, make sure to go ahead and drop that like and a comment. It helps out tremendously. And if you all would like to see, you know, something uncensored in the future, let me know by all means. But anyway, thanks again for watching. See you all. Have a good day. Peace, Republic of Kobanamites. Take care.